Okay, now we're going to take a look at some takedowns in the gi, but first we're going to look at how to deal with gi grips. So if they grab our cuff, one simple way is to wrap over the top, create an open palm grip, and press up to the sky. On the other side, open palm, we press up. Sometimes it's not quite strong enough, but it does weaken the grip. So we're going to enlist our other hand, posting on their biceps, switching our feet, and ripping out. Again, we wrap over. It's not quite strong enough, so we post, and we didn't need to switch our feet in this case because this was the rear leg side, which is what we need to rip out effectively. Sometimes we go to, instead of going over the top, we can go underneath, use the C-cup or Lego grip to grab their wrist, and then as we punch away, we break their grip. So here we go underneath. We grab with the thumb, or at least we put the web of our hand. We don't actually need to grab. We put the web of our hand into their wrist or grab their wrist with it and push forward. Now, one other very powerful way to break the grip is with our shin, but this requires us to grab a collar. If we don't, you see here, we'll be on one leg with no balance and nothing to stop them from driving us in. The collar grip not only gives us an extra layer of stability, but it also lets us sense when they're coming in and even keep them away. When we bring the shin in, we don't want to press the shin down so much as explode the hips forward, boom, so we're using the hips and not the low back. Now, if they ever get the collar grip, this becomes our top priority because the collar grip can move our whole body around. This in judo, this is referred to as their power hand, so we want to be very careful with this. Our first priority is to control the grip, and to make that the lead leg side. That's going to make it much stronger for the dynamics of which arm is most effectively going to be able to push. So we grab the wrist, we take a shuffle step back, and boom. Now they still have our elbow, so we need to deal with that, similar to how we dealt with the sleeve grip. Now another grip, other than just grabbing the wrist like a baseball bat, is to get this joystick grip, pass it to the inside hand, again make that the lead leg side, and now we pop off as we shuffle back. Now we'll see from the other side what exactly to do with that elbow. Another grip we can take is a double cuff grip, and again lead leg side, we shuffle back and pop up and off. Now we bring our thumb towards our shoulder to take away the slack where they're grabbing, post on the hand just as we did with the cuff, or on the bicep rather, and we're good. So here we'll see the same thing on the other side. Notice the thumb to the shoulder takes away the slack. Here we post and rip out. Boom. Here we get the cuff grip, lead leg side, post and rip out. Now we take the joystick grip, boom, post and rip out. Now, everything we've looked at so far was, in a sense, defensive, disengaging with the person. Now we're going to break the grip, or at least challenge the grip, by getting offensive, coming inwards. So the elbow raises up and then hammers down, and notice the weight drop. If I just use my arm, it's my arm versus his grip, and grips are incredibly strong. But if I drop my weight, as we see right here, even if I didn't break the grip, which here I didn't, it doesn't matter, but the weight is what takes away any need for energy. Using this, we get into our T position here, from which we have many attacks, not the least of which is our basic Ogoshi hip throw. Boom, we use this to slide into the mount, and wrapping a crossface, leaning away from it. In this case, we keep relatively head over head because we're going to take an Ezekiel. If they did try to bridge us over, one, we have our praying grapevines, or our foot to the sky grapevines. As well, this can be finished even if they bridge us over. We finish by raising up and extending both arms. So again, deal with the cuff by reaching up. Sometimes not quite strong enough, so we post and rip out. It will weaken the grip, so we're much stronger by virtue of getting there. Boom, and boom, when we go underneath. So instead of saying boom, let's explain that. There we go. So here we swim underneath, boom, and you see that grip's not imperative that we actually squeeze their wrist, but the web of the hand is what gives us that extra little length necessary to break their grip. Here, if we want to use the shin, no problem, but we need to get a collar grip. Also notice I didn't use the same side. Generally the cross side is going to be easier, and one thing you can do to assist is notice push your hand down. That makes it easier to get over top of their arm. Now if they do get a collar grip, that has to be our top priority. In that case, joystick grip, and we deal with the other side. Always make that the lead leg side, double C cup there, or a baseball bat grip. Here, double cuff grip, post, and rip out. Now we hammer forward, get our T position, hop inside, take the hip throw all the way to the mount. Now, not only, notice we had an underhook a second ago. Go back half a sec. So we get here, we had an underhook. We could attack anything that the underhook provides, arm triangle, arm bar, inverse arm bar, etc. But instead, not only do we come over top so we can attack the Ezekiel choke, look what this arm does to their arm. It actually pins it to the side to make it difficult for them to trap our arm or look for their escape, which effectively is just overwrapping our arm. Now we could, the standard finish here is to get here, arch your back, lift your upper body, lift your elbow off the ground, and straighten both arms like a double tricep extension. In this case, we use a modified version where our shoulder presses into our hand, into their throat, finishing the choke.